Hey y'all. Oh child, let me see who's up late so we can talk about this show. I know it's a lot going on. I know our girl is over there live talking about T.I. and Tiny's daughter or whatever. So I did catch a little bit of that, y'all. That's real sad. And it's unfortunate. And we'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow. But tonight we're gonna talk about P Valley because this part one it sent me. Y'all, this part one of this finale sent me all the way off the deep end. So I'm glad y'all made it in. We got to talk about this. Let me greet everybody so we can get going. Because this show right here, even the stuff that I predicted, like kind of correct, I'm still shook up. So I need emotional support. We got to talk about it. Cheryl, what's up, girl? I know that's right. Midnight in the 305. Okay, catch us on the replay. Hey, Bianca, you finished up already, right? U.S. Army Brad, thank you so much for holding us down with the wrench in the chat. Nina Ross, what's happening? Oh, man, I'm glad you caught it on the replay. You ain't seen this episode yet. Oh, man, don't worry, because I'm sure going to tell you what's going on. Queen B, astute Queen B, how you doing? I'm glad to see you, girl. It's been a mighty long time. C Mays, what's good? Hey there, Nacho Twins mama. How are you? Patricia Robinson, how you doing, girl? I know that's right. It ain't good morning for me quite yet. Not yet, not yet. Hey D Marie, learning to love myself. How you doing? Mega Million, what's up, Megan? Good to see you, girl. Happy to see you. What's up, BJ Dez? How you doing? Hey, Miss Knox. Good to see you. We got Miss Barbara Rivers in the house. What's going on, Latanya Hudson? How you doing? I can't. You know what? I can't complain. I hope everybody else is doing good because I sure can't complain. What's up, DD? DT? That's right. Like this video. Grab a drink. Get comfortable. Leader, I was looking for you because I knew you was coming. I knew you was coming. I knew you was coming. What's going on, Rochelle? How you doing? So listen. SFF, you made it in. What's going on, girl? Good to see you. Good to see you. So listen. You ain't watched the episode yet, but you here. Don't worry. I ain't even gonna tell you ain't no spoilers. It's spoilers. Because y'all know when I review, I got to talk about everything that bothered me, everything that I saw, everything that caught my attention. And this right here ain't no exception. No exception. So listen. Where do we start? Oh, I know what else. Let me tell y'all something. Tomorrow, for that FNN, y'all, I got some real dirt on y'all, girl, Nancy Pelosi. So please make sure that y'all here tomorrow for Good Afternoon Royals. And when I tell you I got some good dirt, I got some good dirt. And I will be posting the documentation. Yes, I said documentation in Patreon after the live tomorrow. Oh, yes, I got some good dirt on y'all, friend. Me do. Good dirt. I mean nasty, muddy dirt, cruddy dirt. And I'm going to make sure I post that tomorrow on Patreon, but not before I tell you what's going on. So y'all just get ready for that because it's going down. So anyway, let's talk about the pink. Let's talk about the pink. Now this one, y'all, I didn't know that it was going to turn into two parts. I expected a big kaboom. Like we couldn't help but to expect a big kaboom because too much was happening. It was too many things going on leading into this situation. Too many things. Okay, one, we had the situation with Roulette and that dude. Two, you got the situation with her and Whisper is out there selling their tail. Three, you got this mess with Teak, offing himself and Lil Murder now popping Pico. Then you got the situation with Mercedes and Farrah and the coach. I still don't know if that's done with. Then you got Man out of prison and, his little crew don't like Murder them crew. Then you got Keyshawn and the Clear Baby Daddy. It's too many irons in the fire. And you got Haley slash Lakeisha slash Autumn. And y'all, I think that whole pregnant. I believe it. I'm just telling you, that's really what I believe. So I don't know if I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know which way it's gonna go. Oh, and let's not forget Big Bone. Not the way this situation went down with her and how she acting. Child, listen, we're gonna get into it. It's just too much. It's too much to not get into. I'm not sure how we cannot. So let me grab my notes because I don't want to miss nothing. Give me 1 second, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. So anyway, so we get to the beginning. Now, y'all know last episode, we saw Haley messing around with Andre, the two dingiest people on the show. And she was like, well, Haley can't give you what you want, but Lakeisha can give you what you need, or whatever she said. I don't like people talking about themselves in two different, tenses and with different names and all that. It reeks of insincerity and dissociative identity. It just does. But anyway, so I didn't know what she meant by that. I didn't know what that was going to lead to. But what it led to was her calling the strippers to come promote Andre's campaign. So we start off this episode, we see him out there. You remember how they disrespected black people last election. Had strippers talking about get your booty to the pole. So I guess this was a little bit more of that ignorant shucking jiving. Let's play to the ignorant black people. All you got to do is shake a booty and throw them a chicken leg or a chicken wing, and they just gonna agree to whatever you say. So it was a lot. It was a lot of raccooning going on. There's a lot of raccooning. So I watched that, paid attention to that. I said, okay, so this is what it was. And he had that tacky commercial. They singing Little Murder song, the M.I. Cricket Letter song or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So anyway, so the girls is out there, they holding signs, they campaigning, dancing around. Poor little clear man. Did y'all see that clear dude up there with his wife? Uh-oh, sis, because I was looking for you. You already know. Them allergies got you today. Don't feel bad. I think they getting me too. Did y'all see that clear dude up there watching them girls? Leader, did you see him? He was watching them black girls so hard, his wife hit him on the back of the head. That thing tickled me to my core. I say, you gonna mess around and get put out your own house. Because I know you the one paid for it. So anyway, then while they out there and he's celebrating and talking to the press and, trying to act like Tydell way pimpish behind. Why did Patrice, 27-piece Patrice, pull up on the back of that truck with a pole on it? She up there swinging around the pole herself. I could have died. And Alita warned me, but I was not prepared for none of that. Honey, Treese was up there. She did have on a cat suit. She wasn't naked. Now, she wasn't going to do that, but she swung around the pole herself. I guess she said, Andre, you might know how to make a spectacle, bringing the hoes out. Patrice said, I ain't got to bring nobody but me. She put on her cat suit, baby, and she went to swing around the pole, had her fringe on and everything. I say, not all that. Then y'all, this is where I knew this fool was crazy. She got up there. What's up, sunshine, sunshine? Okay, porch time. Hello. Then this fool gonna let it be known that y'all tried to bribe me. It ain't work. And I was gonna give it back. But I said, nope, I know something better to do with it. Child, Patrice put the money in the little guns they be spraying the money and stuff out with. The little trigger, the little toys, or whatever you want to call them. Child, she started making it rain. She got up there and danced, and then she made it rain on the people, throwing out them $100 bills. I say, man, look. It was so funny because I'm sitting there like, now y'all know y'all lying because them strippers was standing there and their money was flying and they didn't move. You ain't no way you didn't move. Why would you not move? Because I wouldn't care if the lady did tell me to go out here and dance for him and help him campaign. I bet you I'd be collecting that money. Ain't no way. Sunshine say Patrice gave me life on that pole and that money. She sure did. Girl, 27-piece Patrice gave it to us, honey. Oh, she gave it to us blood raw on that pole. And one of them girls talking about something, you could tell that's Mercedes' mama. I say, y'all wrong for that. But Patrice said, hey, how should Ray put it? Old and cold. Old and cold. Patrice said, bump that. Let me show you something. Yeah, she made it rain on them people. You just finished. Okay, good. Now you ready for the combo. Because we got to talk about all the things. But I found these results on Hey, search. Google, shut up. Y'all, I can't stand that thing. We ain't saying nothing about her. And she jumping all in the conversation. Girl, you didn't even watch P-Valley. I'm tired of them. But yeah, that was too much. Toll on them. Made it rain. Corbin over there talking about as long as she keep her panties up, that's all that matters. Don't nobody want to see that. You ain't got to worry, Corbin. Ain't nobody finna show you what they stuff at all. Ain't nobody in no hurry to show you nothing but a behind whipping. Corbin, one of them people, just he walks around with a permanent kick me sign. But anyway, Miss Ernestine still at the hospital, hallucinating and stuff, fighting with the people. They trying to give her water. She think it's her dead child trying to give her water. She like, no, I don't want it. It was given like she ain't gonna make it. Like that's the vibe I had by that point in the show, right? So anyway, then they get to Clifford and murder in the kitchen. I'm like, this was so unnecessary. We clearly know that y'all over there playing house. Ain't nobody need to see all that. They just be doing too much for no reason. Then when the phone rang, Clifford jumping and running because he thinking it's the hospital calling about Ernestine. So anyway, murder over there cooking grits and stuff. Clifford talking about not the lace front. I'm just like, son, if you wanted to pull hair, you show with the wrong person. Yeah, Corbin got a permanent kick me sign. Okay, let's keep it real. Every time you see Corbin on that screen, are you tempted to kick him? Because I am. I am. The fact that he even tried to talk with any amount of bass in his voice annoys me. Corbin, hon, you're not a man. Stop that. But anyway, murder up there cooking sugar and grits. And they acted like that's normal. Listen, I don't believe in sugar and grits. Sugar don't have nothing to do with grits. If you want some sugar, make you some oatmeal, fix you some cream of wheat. Who are these crazy people responsible for telling folks to put sugar in their grits? Who are these people? Who are these psychopaths? Because I truly believe you got to be just a tad bit psycho to put sugar in your doggone grits. Why would you do that? But anyway, so they sitting up there and Clifford like, don't stay back for me. Ain't you going on tour or whatever? I was grown enough to know this wasn't going to last and, this and that. And so Murder Talk, Clifford was telling him like, don't try to be everybody's cup of tea. It won't be enough for yourself. And anyway, you could tell Clifford is getting depressed because he done already felt like Grandmama Ernestine ain't going to make it. Because he's like, I got to get used to being in this house by myself anyway. I got to get used to being alone. He really want to be with Ernestine because he feel like she finna go. And what he don't want is for her to go by herself. Like, that's what he really don't want to do because she said she didn't want to go there and die by herself. Like, I can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That part of it, like, I understand that they making it real and relevant, but that part is just too much of a tearjerker. Like, why y'all doing this? But anyway, I guess they got to give it some more, dimensions, some levels. You a sweet grits person? That's horrible. I'm gonna go on record and saying that. That's horrible. You don't put some butter and cheese and black pepper and salt in them grits and chop my egg up in it or give me a piece of fried fish. I don't know what you're doing. What's up, Vet? Hey, girl. So listen, it was so funny. Murder was trying to encourage him, like, she gonna be fine. And so this right here let me know Clifford is so ghetto fabulous. Talking about if Grandma Ernestine don't make it, she want little Murder to rap at the funeral. And you know what's sad is that character they got for Grandmama Ernestine. You could tell she would be perfectly fine with little Murder rapping at her funeral. That lady is she's so hood. She's so hood and real crazy. So that would really work for her. That really would. So anyway, we get to Haley and Keyshawn. Now this right here, I'm still not comfortable. Now, she's saying she's going to give her everything off the door, but I think she wanted her to help her pack the house out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for the last time, or she hoping that everything goes through and Patrice don't win. Because if Patrice win, That's that. If Treese win, that's that. I still feel like Clifford got something up his sleeve, but that's neither here nor there. So she handed the girl the passport and the tickets, and she got a plan now. She know what she gonna do, and yet and still she's still crying. And you know what's crazy is that Gabor keeps saying he don't think Keyshawn going nowhere, and I'm starting to think he right. This girl done gave you paperwork. She done gave you a way out of town, and you still crying. Like, what is you hollering for? Now you know what's occurring to me. What if Haley giving that girl some paperwork to use that's got her real name on it? I'm just saying, I don't know. But I really just don't trust her. I don't. Ain't no way in the world she went looking for that girl just to help her. I feel like she wanted to pack the house out, but it might be a deeper reason because at this point, we all know Haley is not to be trusted. At least I don't think so. So anyway, you know, Haley was like, basically she depending on the money too from that sale so she can disappear. And Keyshawn worried about, you really gonna sell the pink, and she worried about Clifford, and she telling her, don't be worried about them. You gotta worry about you. Which I understand that that's really sound advice to a certain degree. But at the same time, of course, she worried about the pink. Of course, she worried about Clifford because they was her family when nobody was. In all honesty, this man was beating her tail. He wouldn't watch the children. She needed to go dance and make money. And this girl legitimately would have to bring them babies to the strip club. Y'all remember that last season? She was having to bring the baby to the strip club, breastfeed the child before she go get on the pole. That's such a sad life. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm starting to believe that Gabor is right. I don't think she's going nowhere. So of course, Keyshawn can't understand that because even though people show her love, she's still just a snake in the grass and she not to be trusted. But anyway, then we get to this whole thing with Mercedes over here at this club, child. She was getting into it with everybody. First, it was her and Roulette. Then it was her and Haley. And Mercedes was like, child, if my shoulder messed up, whose fault is it? Which she got a point. And let me tell you something. That's what really solidified it for me when it came to Haley. Talking about don't blame me. Stop blaming me. Girl, what you mean quit blaming you? You the one brought that man there. It was you. Talking about quit blaming me. It was too much. And all that going back and forth and 7.5 pounds of pressure and pulling triggers. The fact that Mercedes got hot and said too much. Did y'all see how Big Bone was looking in the background? She was sitting there soaking up that whole conversation. She was soaking up the entire conversation. I say, she worked with them people. But I couldn't figure out, okay, well, why she ain't told them what's going on yet. Or maybe she's still trying to get enough info. So, it was so crazy how Whisper, the little girl Whisper, she's a weird one, but I think she be on point. Because she was like, yeah, somebody always get hurt on nights like this. Keyshawn, was basically trying to tell Haley, no, we need to split the dough, 4 ways rather than give me all the money. And she telling her, you need that money. And anyway, so they kept getting into it. Mercedes just marched out, tore up the poster. She leaving. Clifford go behind her to calm her down. But in reality, Mercedes do need to hang it up. Let's not forget, last season, she supposed to been having her last dance when she ended up in jail for beating up her Steven mama. You know what I'm saying? She need to hang it up. So, hold on. Alita said, I think Big Bone is going to block Keyshawn from leaving. She knows Keyshawn about to leave, and Big Bone is out for her because of Diamond. Now, I'm going to tell you what else I think, Lita. I think that she suspect Diamond because Diamond had that ring, but I think she started to have feelings for Diamond, and that's why we seen her looking at them pictures like that, because she trying to decide whether she going to turn him in or whether she just going to be with him. Because you got to look at, she know the girl want to leave, right? But she don't know all her business. But she might be feeling like if I let her leave and me and Diamond can work it out. Or she might, like you said, try to block her, which would be dumb. If you block her from leaving, then she could stay there and be with that man you want to be with. I guess we got to figure out how smart she is. But I think that she's going to do something spiteful, because I think she's going to end up doing something spiteful and turning him in, because she was mad because she seen them a little too close for comfort, I guess we could say. So that was a little interesting. Then Mercedes melted down with Clifford like, she better than me, ain't she? And I like the fact that Clifford just, didn't even dignify that, didn't even answer that. Because the truth of the matter is it don't matter. Like he say, even castles crumble. Learn how to dream new dreams. You got to dream new stuff. If something good for a while, it's good for a while. It ain't guaranteed forever. You had your time. That was your moment. And you enjoy it. And when it's done, it's done. Do something else. Right, Lita, you could tell Big Bone spiteful as hell. She looks spiteful. The way she keep watching them and stuff. Hell, astute Queen Bee, I spoke to you up there. You must be at left to chat or something. But yeah, so she went ahead and I think she kind of got it. What Clifford said was true for the both of them. That's real. Then all of a sudden, Farrah, coach wife, come texting Mercedes. I want to show you something. I got something for you. I need to see you or whatever. However she put it. And I was sitting there like, I sure hope that you all right, girl. That's cool if you left and came back. But I was sure hoping that she wouldn't go, but unfortunately she did. So then they get back on the inside. This the part Lita talking about if y'all didn't see it. So they get back to in the club and showing what's going on in the club. Why Big Bone, I feel like she intentionally put herself in Keyshawn way, in Mississippi way. And I think she did that because she felt like, I think she did that because she felt like Diamond liked that girl, or that's the one that had Diamond caught up. Because remember when they was messing around, she all but let him know, oh, I know you done fell for somebody, and that girl wasn't ready to stop doing what she do. So I think when she saw Keyshawn, she felt like, oh, you the one. Or maybe he had actually sat down and talked to her about the situation. And when she saw it, she kind of put two and two together. So she was, that's when she made the reference to the fact that she knew. And she was like, I'm glad you leaving. And she was like, when Keyshawn asked her, how you know about that? This girl said walls whisper. She said, sometimes them walls lie. But I feel like she really done fell for Diamond, and that's the only reason she went and told them people that he got that man ring and yada yada. Because we saw later in the episode she didn't just have pictures of them in the phone. She had a picture of herself holding that ring over him while he sleep and taking the picture. So what I don't know is, did she already send the picture? Do y'all think she already sent the picture? Y'all think she thinking about it because she saw them two together? I don't know, but just tell me. So anyway, tell me in the chat what y'all think. So anyway, then when Mercedes get up there to Memphis to where Farrah was, child, she done did a whole art exhibit of Mercedes when she was up there dancing on the pole and spinning around and all that stuff and trying to teach her how to spin around on the pole. And I'm glad the writers caught on to the fact that we saw her spinning around on that pole. She ended up saying that she had shifted all her weight to her left arm, which is her weak arm, or whatever. But I'm glad they worked that in because it didn't make sense. A pole is a pole. And we saw you swinging and flying, as you say, on that pole. But then when you get to the paint, you scary. And I feel like you scary mainly because you don't trust your shoulder, or because that ghost is still messing with you because Montavious is still in that goddamn club. Okay? But anyhow, she called the exhibit the Mercedes experience, and all the people in there seemed like they really liked it or whatever. And I'm glad, and she told her, like, I almost didn't even come there that night. Megan said, I think she's trying to set him up. I feel like that was the plan, but I think she was holding them pictures, Megan. You think she was already sent the pictures, or you think she was holding them because she started feeling something for him? I feel like it's some feelings that got involved because she's not just like, oh, I got my eyes on him, I'm after him. She acting like a jealous girlfriend. Yeah, the pictures were really, really nice. They really were. But they didn't really talk about that night. Farrah was like, I kind of, I didn't want it to happen like that, but I still feel like I owe you, like I appreciate you. And she divorcing the coach. Only thing Mercedes see is you leaving all that money. Which I understand. When you money motivated, you pay attention to the dollar. You don't walk off on it. So, I understood Mercedes' confusion, but Farrah was like, shoot, I got my peace of mind back. I got my career back. Megan says she holding them because she caught feelings. That's what I think too. I really, really think that. But I don't know whether she going to continue to hold them because she got them feelings, or whether them feelings turned into pure spite because she saw him with that girl. Y'all know what the song say? It's a thin line between love and hate. Okay. So I didn't know how that was gonna go. That just all seemed real crazy, but it just kind of is what it is. Farrah gonna try to tell the girl, hey LJ. Then Farrah gonna try to tell Megan, not Megan Lloyd, gonna try to tell Mercedes, would you sleep with me? Just vulgar too. And she was like, girl, that was business, not pleasure. You know what I'm saying? It's just the idea. You ain't had enough. What you thought she was gonna be your girlfriend and you was gonna rub her in coach face and too much. So anyway, getting back to the club. So we see Haley in the club, and that's when we find out this heifer just might be pregnant. She up there done sent Nineveh over the rainbow to get some floss. I want to know what the hell happened to Monte. Because Monte had the floss right. This Nineveh person, she up here had the tackiest, tightest stuff hanging up there. And this fool sent her to Rainbow to get some more floss to sell to them girls in the darn locker room. So anyway, Whisper caught her throwing up and asked her if she ready for twins. That little weird girl act like she got a sixth sense or something, so it might be spot on with the twins. Alita, I think so. I think she done laid up there and messed around with Andre Mangy Tail. Now he gonna have to tell the soon-to-be ex-wife, oh, by the way, I caught you rocking the mic and I went over there and started rolling with a stripper. And she pregnant with twins. And I want to know how this gonna affect her plan to disappear. Remember, she said if she could get this deal to go through with Promised Land, that she was going to disappear herself. How you gonna do that with two buns in the oven? Not one, but two. Okay, not your twins mama. You say Haley about to be a twin mama too. Yep. That's what it's looking like. That's sure enough what it's looking like. So then if that wasn't enough, so Cliff got him up to 75% talking to that lady that worked for the county, the one that ended up, you remember the one that got the DUI? Because her husband divorced her because she was cheating on him with her mama. Y'all remember that hoe? So she was up in the club, toy sneezed in her mouth, which was disgusting. Clifford done sat up there and offered the woman Big L. She up there rubbing and feeling on Big L, talking about, all right, throw him in and I'll let y'all get up to 75%. I say this too much. Toy back there coughing again. Cliff put her out and called her a sickly bee. I say not sickly. Put her out and let her know you done already killed my grandmama. Get out. And then he called another one coughing. She talking about her spit went down the wrong way. Child Clifford snap. Talking about, let me catch another one of y'all coughing up in here. Y'all know when that Carnival 19 was at its worst, you couldn't cough nowhere. I swear for M&Ms. Y'all, I was in Walmart. I went in there to get me some extra bleach because I heard they had finally had some on the shelf and I had done ran out. Me and my baby was up in there and this clear woman had the nerve to cough and sneeze and did not cover her mouth. Baby, when I tell you I took off like that shopping cart was a doom buggy, I was out of there. I didn't even look back. She talking about, I'm not sick. I didn't even stop to address that heifer. Hooker, you don't sneeze, cough, blow your nose, clear your throat, nothing. Who the hell are you? If you don't sit, you not DJ Cool, you don't need to clear your throat. Child, Clifford wasn't playing with him. Clifford was like, get the hell up out of here. Learning to love myself, say Uncle Clifford was not having it with all that coughing at all. Got done at all. Lord, yes, DT, pregnant. Oh, Haley. With her little stank. I swear I can't stand her. I'm waiting for her to get hers. Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. It bothered me that she had the nerve to be telling Mercedes, like, stop blaming me. What you mean, stop blaming you? How's she supposed to stop blaming you and you the one got her into this mess? You know what I'm saying? It's too much. It's just too much. Ungrateful tramp. And I'm ready for her to get hers. I'm really, really, really ready for her to get hers. But anyway, I don't know how I got off on that, but I just can't stand her. So anyway, then you got Little Murder coming in with Megan Thee Stallion, but she came in as Tina Snow, child. And she was cute, had her fur on, honey, had her floss on. Then you got them jokers from over there in Maine, them hood, watching them get out the car and, trying to speculate whether Little Murder did it. They got Pico Baby Mama all at the club. Now, when I first saw this ugly heifer, I didn't even know who she was, to be honest. Oh yeah. But I didn't know who I really didn't know who Pico baby mama was until they came out the club. But anyway, so they getting out, they making their interest or whatever. They speculating on whether he did it or who did it. And one of the dudes was like, he ain't claiming it, so it probably wasn't him. But Maine still got his eyes on him, so we don't know how that's gonna go. But Maine steady watching him or whatever. So Cliff tell Murder like, I don't want another repeat of Murder Night, and which I ain't mad. And so they sitting up there, Megan doing her thing. I think Megan did good acting. This was her first time on the show that we seen. I think she did real good. She was real cute, playing along or whatever. And it was funny because you could see Clifford being jealous. Megan up there talking about, oh, the girls is pretty. They all look good and this and that. And she done patted up the other girl on the booty. And then gonna tell Murder talking about, you ready to drive the boat. I say, oh, Lord. So she up here pouring liquor in his mouth. Next thing you know, child, Clifford done snatched the whole bottle. Mm-hmm. You say Megan and Little Murder, now Big Murder look good together. They was cute or whatever. They looked like an album cover because he had on red first, she had on white. But, you know, you could tell it wasn't nothing. But the fact that Clifford was jealous. Then, when they get ready to go on stage and perform or whatever, then you got Clifford. Somebody come telling him, somebody waiting on him in the Paradise Room, child. Then Little Murder got jealous. Talking about some, they might be got the wrong person when you started having clients. You know what I mean? And then turn out it's Corbin in there offering $250,000 to get a beating. Let me tell you something. Nobody better not offer me $250,000 to beat your tail. I will beat the brakes off you. I don't need no whip. Let me just get a little tape for my fist because you know I don't need your tooth chipping my knuckles. But 200 for $250,000. Do you know I will beat you like Kunta, beat you like a snare drum. $250,000, and it was so funny. Hey, Dora, because as soon as he said that $250,000, Clifford was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get that whip. Let me get that up off you. I'm telling you, beyond. Hey, ask me if you want her. This country girl still got it in her, as y'all well know. I'd have beat him black, blue, and bloody. He'd have been skinned up. And then gonna tell Clifford, talking about don't nobody hit it like you. You wanted Clifford to personally beat you with that whip. It was too much. When I say too much, it was too much for me, not the $250,000. So anyway, then the heifer's in the back, Toy sickly behind us, Clifford caller, back there crying and going on. I'm about to get my car repoed. I'm about to get evicted. I got to do this. I got to do that. And Child and Roulette come in and go yard. I say, okay, ma'am, I feel you. I feel you. So she come in busting to go yard and, you know, Whisper up there trying to console her and gonna talk Roulette into helping her. But what she called help is making her sell her behind. So Whisper was like, help her. So she handed her a little knot. I mean, a fat knot too. And she was like, is this for what I think it's for? Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to be put out. You don't want your car repossessed. Clifford said you ain't dancing up in there and don't you ever come back. So you could, you know, you could have kept showing it to people, but now you might have to deal a little bit. You might have to let a little bit go. You got to be more careful. Because see, a regular job, you could have had that carnival. They gave you 2 weeks off paid vacation. Child, we talked about that last episode. I don't know whether it was a pimping or not. I think it was just like, I'm going to talk you into it because I can get a cut. And then they turned around and they knocked the old boy over, took his clothes, took his car, everything. And now Whisper in there with her, helping her recruit other girls. Now they finna take little sickly Toy and put her on the stroll. So I don't know, but it's interesting. And she gonna tell her, well, you know, she could do the same thing for you she did for me. You know, which, you know, she'll stay there with you, make sure don't nothing happen to you, blah, blah, blah. But that's a lot of blah, blah, blah. I don't understand how you let somebody talk you into selling your tail. DT said we need 10 more likes, y'all. It ain't but a few of us up in here. Please hit the like button. Come on now. It's just a handful of people. No, I'm for real, Megan. All she had to do was go get checkups and stuff, and she could have kept showing it to people. Now you're gonna have to let a little bit go. You're gonna have to let a little bit go. But like I said, that's a lot of blah, blah, blah. When we talking about my behind, that's a lot of blah blah. That's too much blah blah for me. I ain't ready for that kind of blah blah. That's too heavy. Too heavy. But anyway, so Corbin showed up. He basically, the way I took what he was saying to Clifford was like, you mad by what Patrice did. But yeah, Clifford is the one that told you to do it or whatever. That's well and good. You ain't have to listen to him. You know you had did Clifford dirty. You know you tried, like he said, you tried to steal everything he had. So, long story short, this fool went to stripping and offering him $250,000 for a beating. And Clifford talking about something, you must have money to burn. You must got money to burn. This fool talking about money to make. Well, hell, if you putting out $250,000 to make money, put some out over here. I know what to do. Give me, like I say, anybody. If y'all know a friend that just want to get roughed up, listen, I'm a tooth chipper. I can loosen up molars, incisors, fronts, all that. I can rearrange your whole grill. You ain't got to give me $250,000. Give me 50,000. I can do it for the low. I don't even need no whip. I told y'all all I need is a little bit of tape. Let me tape up my fist and I got you. Shake me and it's done. Ain't no problem. I promise you that. On everything. But anyway, so Clifford went on and beat him. And I don't blame him. So then you got Haley over there. She giving free shots. Now this is where you got to always watch her because she always on that bull. When I say always on it, she always on that bull for LA. So she gonna give Andre and them in the club, him and his associates, Corbin included, free shots. And then they pulled her one. This heifer tossed hers over her shoulder. Now Andre caught it, but he was too dumb to really catch it. As to why she throwing hers out, it must be something in it. Why the hell would she sit up there and give y'all drinks and she throwing hers unless she threw it because she felt like she probably is pregnant, but she still ain't tell him that she's suspecting it, and she know that's who she been laying up with. You know what I'm saying? She just too sneaky. She just too sneaky. At first, I'm like, did she put something in it? And I say, well, maybe it's because she pregnant. I don't know. But I'm tired of her sneaky tail. She too dishonest. But anyway, Andre go to the stage and try to introduce himself, sitting up there trying to talk all that old slick pimp talk, trying to act like Tydale up there in the strip club. And, it was a lot. It was a lot. He talking about drinks on him for everybody up in there. And it was giving minstrel show. It's like, I feel like I'm better than you Negroes, but let me try to act like y'all because I want y'all vote. Like he literally came over there with them regular black folks trying to white people to black people. It was too much. He tried to really pull a clear dude on black people in there. He pulled a Hillary Clinton. Y'all remember y'all let that Trump play in y'all face talking about I got hot sauce in my bag. That's what he did. That's how I read that. That's how it came across. So then you got Roulette and Opie Taylor. What y'all call that boy that was over there? Oh, DT say I only need 4 more likes, y'all. 4 more people. Hit the thumbs up. Double check. Even if you think you hit it, check and make sure you really did hit it. But so they in the hallway or whatever. He's steady chasing her, steady propositioning her. I feel like this finna be a problem. Something finna end up happening to this girl. And I'm still trying to understand him because right before he met Roulette, he was still hung up on Gidget and he got to get Gidget back and he want to marry her and put her in a house. He want to do this. He want to do that. Meanwhile, you up here telling Roulette, but I gave you all that money and you ain't even called me. You gave her all that money because you wanted to. You wanted to give her all that money. That's why you did it. Ain't had nothing to do with nothing else. And she don't have to call you. You shouldn't have gave it to her. But then they had a whole lewd scene in the hallway again. Why did we need to see that? Y'all know I'm kind of old-fashioned. Some of that stuff get on my nerves. It was so unnecessary. But anyway, while he talking about some your business is pleasure, but who pleasing you? Too much. Just too much. So anyway, I'm tired. So anyway, Andre, after he did the whole shots thing or whatever, then we get him back with Haley. and she got him running out. She running game or whatever, and then she ended up telling him, "I need to show you something," and sneaking off. And I y'all know I don't pay them too much attention because those are the two people like that I like the least on this whole show. Like I can tolerate Corbin better than Haley and Andre, but they snuck off. Megan went up there performing. Mississippi was on the pole. You know they doing their thing. You know Megan up there twerking and having her fun. Um, Mercedes and Man sitting over there watching Keyshawn dance Mississippi, and basically he's like she dancing like this her last time, and it was so funny because Mercedes figured it out too. So apparently them walls really do whisper. And she was like, I think it is. So then Murder went to perform and he over there winking at Clifford. Next thing you know, them I almost said them you know, y'all know who, them ninjas started arguing, going back and forth, and got done. Main swung first. It was a whole fight down there on the floor. And one of them gonna rush the stage to try to fight with Murder. He fighting, Water jump up there, he fighting, child. They had it going on. It was a hot mess. Keyshawn done crumpled down like she got PTSD, sitting on the floor, covering her head. Diamond had to come save her. Now that's where he got himself in trouble with that girl Big Bone, because when he came to save her, that's how they ended up kissing and stuff. And that's where it went sideways, because I really feel like that girl thinking about doing something real spiteful to him. I don't think it's finna go right, y'all. But anyway, it was a free fall. It was a whole free for all. I don't know how anybody. I'm actually. I don't know how nobody ended up not pulling no heat out in that club. They must not have had none on them, or maybe they was all out in the car with it. I don't know. But it really got crazy. So they tried to calm it down or whatever. Murder in the back with Clifford going off talking about what he gonna do, and Big Bone over there seeing them kissing. She mad. I know she plotting on what she gonna do. Then you got, oh my God, that's right. That's when he was like, another one of them boys gonna be in the ground, but he said ninjas, of course. And Clifford scared for him at this point. Like, you need to take somebody with you on tour. You can't take Diamond with you, but you need to take somebody with you on tour for security. He talking about he gonna be his own security. I sure like to know how, because ain't no way you can watch your own back and watch your front. How you gonna perform and you don't know when somebody is, plotting on hitting you? Like, how? How is that even gonna work? And it was funny because Clifford never did get the story on what happened that night. Because if y'all remember, when Murder wanted to talk about it, Clifford was like, no, not till you ready. So that's when Clifford was like, when he's made that comment, another one of the boys gonna be in the ground. He was like, is that what I helped you cover up that night? He was like, no, not that night. I ran down on him, but it wasn't that time. And which it was true. That was when Big T did that to himself. However, right, leader, everything coming to the head. Everything about to be out in the open. But I told y'all everything was gonna blow up right there at the pink. I saw it coming. And so Clifford was just, frustrated. He frustrated. He walk out, kick a box. So then Clifford get mad and he kicked the box and got done at the dope fall out. When he seen the dope child, he done picked it up and marched in there to Big L and Opie to the clear boy. And the one that's messing with Roulette and was messing with Gidget, and was like, this ain't finna work. I told y'all I ain't about that dope business now. What up, brother-in-law? You up chilling with us tonight. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the super chat. Child, ain't nothing. We sitting up in here talking about P Valley. Y'all been watching that? I love this show. What's up, Shade Queen? You say you on the edge for Mississippi. I think the clear man gonna hurt them kids. I'm scared of that too. I'm so scared he gonna do something to them children. But I feel like she should have came up with a better plan. She should have came up with a better plan. But now if she go home tonight and hand him the money, he might be thinking, okay, it's business as usual. And she could just wait till he gone and then dip out. That's if Big Bone don't say something. You ain't never watched it. It's on Stars. I'm telling you, if you watch it, you're going to enjoy it. Listen, Perry's got everything you like. They got strippers. They got tig old bitties, big old booties. It's drama. people getting shot. It's people fighting. We got baby daddies, baby mamas. We got people with fake identities. We got hoes buying strip clubs from the madams. We got all kind of stuff going on. I'm telling you, you're going to like it. You're going to like it. That's right. Let my people go. I'm scared for her, but I feel like all she had to do, right, D. Marie, and they got cages. They got cages too, Perry. Don't miss that. They got cages. I'm scared for her, but the way I feel about it is, yeah, Big Bone lurking everywhere. She clearly suspicious. She's real suspicious. Okay? But the way I feel about Keyshawn is she could have left on her own. The fact that somebody had to go ahead and convince you to go, offer to help you, put the money in your hand, put the paperwork in your hand, all kind of crazy stuff, man. Come on. This man done dislocated your baby's shoulder. He got bruises and welts across your child's back. How in the world did you let him keep breathing at that point? That's what I'm trying to. You better not pinch one of mine. I mean, bet not. I promise you. I ain't been saved long enough for that. That ain't gonna work. Don't pinch mine, please. I don't care if they're grown. Keep your hands to yourself. But anyway, it was crazy. So him and Big L got into it, and they went to going back and forth. Child Clifford done told Big L, "You a snake," and he's like, "I ain't the snake. That Haley Trump is the snake." And the Big L is the one that y'all really got to keep your eyes on. But remember, I told y'all Big L was gonna end up leaving. Now I thought Big L was gonna leave because something happened to roulette. Child, Big L ended up leaving because Clifford done fired Big L. DT said, "Did I see a gay men sex scene on P Valley?" Child, it's been plenty of them. Plenty of them. Child, I'm telling you, everything was going on. You say you hate Derek, should have let Diamond kill him. She sure should have with her cowardly behind. They got rid of Montavious. They could have got rid of one more body. Well, you know what I'm saying? She ain't have no reason for that. That was stupid. But that's what she chose to do. So, you know, it just kind of is what it is. But Big L sitting up there and talking about, well, if she dead, she can't sell. And that's when Clifford fired him. Clifford had to fire Big L. You could tell he didn't really want to do it because when Big L was like, "You ain't got to worry about me, I quit," Clifford wanted to stop him. But in reality, if you stop him, Big L going to end up doing what he want to do. And it's not going to matter if Clifford say, "No, don't kill her." Because Clifford told you clearly, "No, don't have dope at the club." And you got pills and powder at the club. It was too much. It was too much. Hey, Monique, see? Yeah, Big L exit to the left because Big L trying to go too far. Big L trying to go straight gangster. Now, you said yourself, you got out of prison. Ain't nobody give you a shot but Clifford. Now, Clifford done gave you a shot. It might be rough, but y'all rocking it out. Why on earth would you be sitting up here throwing rocks at the chain gang? You trying to go back to prison. Like Big L literally trying to go back to prison. You sitting up here, you done already helped get rid of one body, Montavious. You plotting on the second body, Haley. Now you sitting up here holding dope for Opie Taylor. You holding clean and pills. And that little girl Roulette know y'all got it. What if she get caught up? If that girl get caught up by the law or anything, she's not going to hesitate at all to roll on y'all. She going to give you to the popo so she can go home. And y'all know I'm right about it. Big L really is about to wreck his life. The best thing Clifford did was fine. And it ain't like I say, I don't think it's no love loss. But when you see somebody about to hurt themselves and they blaming it on, "I'm doing it to help you," yeah, just get away from me. Because if helping me gonna make you do that, you need to go to the house. No, it ain't gonna be the same without Big L. But you know what though, Shade Queen? One thing about life, one thing that's guaranteed is change. Change is always constant. Let me tell you something. The world ain't been the same since my daddy left. It ain't been the same since my mama left. It ain't been the same since the year I graduated. Three of my homies got bullets in their head. Ain't nothing been the same since my baby god brother got 20 years in the Fed. It's a whole lot of stuff gonna happen that life ain't gonna never be the same no more. You got to figure out how to move on when everybody else is already gone. It's better Big L leave that club than end up back behind bars. That Negro already old. If he get another 20-year bid, he done. He ain't coming home no more. And if he do, he gonna have more gout than hell. The best thing Clifford could have did was put him out the door. Put him out the door. That's the smartest thing he could have did. It was the best thing he could have did. Because see, when he started holding that dope for that boy, I said then, when Clifford caught him, he was gonna get rid of him. I knew it was gonna be a problem. Straight up, that's real. You gotta figure out how to live after. Like the song say, after the morning after. What you gonna do on the morning after? Because there's some things in life that's inevitable. Ain't no way around it. It's got to go down. It's got to happen. And the things that you can't control, and the only option and the only choice for you to make is the choice to separate from that person, whether it's sickness, jail, just get the hell out of my face, whatever it is, because y'all know what it is. It's some people you got to distance yourself from, either because they toxic to you, or you see that you being around them is making them do toxic things to themselves. You got to go ahead and let the chips fall where they may. You got to figure out what to do. What you going to do on the day after. That's the truth. You got to figure out what you're going to do on the day after. The day after everybody gone. The day after you ain't got no friends to call. The day after you pick up your phone and want to dial them and you know you can't. You got to figure out what you're going to do on that day. That's why I felt like it was so real, because you could see Clifford wanted to stop him, but he just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. You got to let him go. It's better you be mad and stay alive than stay out of prison. I'd rather you be mad. Clifford made a solid move on that one. It was messed up that it had to go that way, but he needed to go because he was thinking crazy. Haley was finna come up missing. And she wasn't going to never see it coming, because she'd have never thought in a million years that Big L was going to be the one to put her to sleep. But he was sure the one holding the Ambien, wasn't he? But anyway, then this scene right here, I felt like it was so cryptic, but I feel like we all know what happened. Hospital call, and, Clifford like, yeah, that's my grandmama or whatever. And they switch scenes, but I'm like, I know what y'all saying, because if she was cool or she just needed needed you to authorize a treatment or something, they wouldn't have cut away from that. So I feel like I said, big boom, big explosion at the end of this season. Then, now this scene right here, y'all, I feel like this about to be something. So Mercedes and Murder talking, right? She checking on him because he looking crazy. And so he started, giving her props and was like, if you dance to a song, it's an automatic hit and whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, you got Mississippi for that. And he let her know basically like, girl, you a legend. I'm just trying to be, which is real. And so they had the whole conversation. You can't dance when you're scared of falling, which is true. And so, like I said, he gave her props. And then this is the part that got my attention, right? This the part got my attention. Now, y'all remember when he went over there and popped Pico? Remember that? He blasted Pico, took off. Remember he went to the studio, still had blood spatter on his rings, hand, tracksuit, everything. Ain't gonna tell him drop the beat. So he went over there and went to rhyme and put it down on the track. How much y'all want to bet that's the track he playing for Mercedes right now? How much y'all want to bet? Mercedes gonna know exactly what he talking about, because she close with Maine now, and she live over there in that hood. Now, how much you want to bet? Mercedes gonna be the one to tell him, you better get up out of here. Now, one thing I feel, Mercedes ain't nobody to flip on you. Now, if it was Haley, I'd be scared for him. It's Mercedes. I don't think she gonna flip on him. She ain't gonna appreciate what he did more than likely. But I don't think she gonna flip on it. But I think it's gonna get interesting. I think it's gonna get real interesting, because she real close with me. So we'll see how that go. But I think that's what he letting her listen to. That's what I think. Shade Queen said, yeah, he did make the right move. I'm so emotionally engaged in this show. Child, me too. Me too. Don't feel bad. That's why we up here talking about it in the middle of the night, because this is my show. I ain't missed one episode. But then they switched to the outside of the club. So we got to wait to see what happened next week with Mercedes, whether she caught on to what was in that song, or whether she going to hear it and feel one way or the other, and then maybe Maine gonna say something that's gonna make her flash back to what Murder done said in that song. But I think she probably gonna end up trying to tell him, don't release this, because that's good as a confession. Don't release that. I hope she talked to him, and I sure hope he listened. So anyway, outside the club, Pico baby mama with that terrible wig on. I swear that's a $20 holler. She need her behind beat. I'm like, where is Suki Hana when you need her? Because she sure said that in that last song, your baby mama mad with that stiff behind weave. That weave that lady had on was real stiff. It was crazy looking. And I ain't understand that hairline. But anyway, she out there, oh, I know Murder did it. I know. I mean, he really did, child. But how the hell you know? Hey, Cheryl, you going to sleep. Good night, boo. But she just over there loud. Oh, I know he did it. I know he did it or whatever. Being loud and stuff. Them people still watching. They still, posted up. Big Bone mad, sitting on her back going through them pictures. And that's why I said, I feel like she was trying to decide right then and there, do I go ahead and tell these people he over here? And I feel like she is. I feel like she gonna do it. And I'm gonna say this. If I'm wrong and she don't tell, if she's still in her feelings and she still care about him or try to give him a chance to see what he gonna do before she make a move, right? If that part don't play out that way, then I feel like we're gonna see something happen where Montavious ghost gonna reemerge, and it's gonna cause a problem for Haley, especially now since she's pregnant. Especially now. And I don't know how deep they finna get with this spiritual stuff, but wouldn't it be a trip if his spirit messed around and got inside one of them babies in her belly? That would be real crazy if that spirit attached to one of them babies. I don't know. I don't think they going that deep. I hope they don't. But it would make for an interesting goddamn story. But anyway, then they get to Clifford and Keyshawn, and they had that real hard goodbye. And, it was so crazy. And they had tell about second chances, Red and Miss Red, and then Snow in Mississippi, and all these little weird sayings and stuff. And basically tell them, like, go live your life, do your thing. I already knew you was leaving, and don't ever let me see your beautiful face again. You got Keyshawn over there steady crying and stuff. And I don't understand what she crying for. Like, you want your life. Go and have your life. Take your children and run. The girl done gave you the money. Take the money and run. Go. What's the problem? And then after all that goes on, it ends with Clifford sitting down just crying. Y'all, I think Ernestine dead. If I'm going to be honest, I think Ernestine is dead. I think she gone. I think that's why them people call. If not that, then maybe they called to say they had to put on life support or they had to put on a ventilator. I don't know. But something tell me I think she dead. I think Ernestine is out of here. I don't think you got nothing to worry about. If I'm gonna be honest, Shade Queen, I don't think they're gonna kill Keyshawn off. I think something gonna end up happening to Derek, and she gonna end up staying there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something like that. Somebody might mess around and say something to him about she finna try to go. He might run up there to the club to try to stop her and make a big scene. Him and Diamond could get into it again. He might just be there when them boys start shooting from the neighborhood, and he catch a stray one, because where I'm from, of course, they say bullets ain't got no names. But if I had to guess, who finna die? What about Andre's wife sitting at the house waiting? Let her sit there and wait. I ain't studying her. She wasn't sitting at the house waiting when she was doing karaoke on that doctor that worked at the hospital with her. Was she waiting in? Is that what we call waiting? So the fact that she waiting now, ain't nobody studying her. Girl, you had plenty of time to be worried about your husband when you was down there doing what you was doing, playing around that man's genitals. Now, she's attacking nasty one. Filthy at that. But Shade Queen, back to what I was saying. The people that I predict, and you can give me y'all predictions in the chat. You say you can't stand another season of Derek abusing them kids and Keyshawn. I can't either. Because she sat her stupid behind up there and let that man bring an iron to her face, and she begging him anywhere but my face. You out your man. If that iron touch me, I'd have let him know. You put an iron on me. Put an iron on me. Because wherever I see your mama, I'm going to beat her. I'm going to beat her. If an iron touch my face, an iron going to touch her face. Ain't no way in the hell. And ain't no way in the solemn hell. I don't like that Keyshawn is such a weakling. I can't stand that. I don't like her character for that. She's such a weakling. It's too much for me to bear now. I can't bear all that. It's too much. It's too much. But back to my predictions, and I want y'all predictions in the chat. I predict that the clear boy beating Keyshawn probably gonna end up dead. I think Grandmama Ernestine is up out of here. I feel like if Maine don't get shot, he going back to prison. I feel like Roulette is out of here. Somebody gonna pop her. Big L gonna make it because he gone. And I think that's about it. I don't think Water gonna go. I don't think none of that. But I really feel like them people they're gonna go. Grandmama Ernestine, Roulette, the clear boy, and who else I said? Maine. Either man finna go or he going to prison. It's one of the two. Because I don't see him and Mercedes getting together. Now that might be a plot twist. If them two end up getting together and then she find out the little murder the one killed Pico, then it's gonna be an issue of she know, but she keeping a secret from him and what he gonna do if he find out she know. Like this could go a lot of different ways. Jacob said the only reason I think Grandma is alive because Clifford brought up the second chances on life to Keyshawn. I could be wrong. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that you're right, and I hope that I'm wrong. Because I like her character on the show. I just like Loretta Devine, period. But I like her character on the show. I really do. She's very funny. It's good comic relief. And I don't know. I like that extra layer to Clifford's life. And I think taking her out leaves Clifford as nothing but like just an oddity for people to be, judging and, making a spectacle of. It'll almost be like leaving him in a spot of being dehumanized. Like you have no family, you have no connections, you have no children, you just in the world by yourself. And I know they could do that, and maybe that would give his character a little more edge, make him a little more gritty. But I don't know if that's what I want to see. I want Grandmama Ernestine to make it, or we need an auntie to come there to move in with him and keep him company, or something. Now, I don't believe that Lil Murder gonna end up getting popped, but we never know. It could be him too. Hey, Urban Girl Gardner, what's up, girl? Good to see you. Jacob say one thing for sure. She fighting to stay alive, refusing food and water from the dead. I know that's right. Because if you dreaming and a dead person come bring you food and water, you sure better not eat it. Not even in your dreams. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Because she don't know she not dreaming. You don't take nothing from no dead people. Matter of fact, if you dead, don't come see me. Because I'm going to assume you a demon or something. So just don't even stop that. She sure trying to live. Now that she's doing, she's surely trying to live. But anyway, y'all, I put the link in the chat in case I missed something or if you had a strong opinion. But that's all I got on this. I enjoyed every twist, every turn. There were no filler scenes. The closest we had to a filler scene was Haley and Andre. And I think the only reason it wasn't completely filler is because most times when they was on the screen, it was other people with them. Because neither one of their characters are particularly interesting or likable, actually, if I'm going to be honest. But I enjoyed talking about it with y'all. I like the little late night chats because then we got time to really get into some stuff and talk about some stuff without it being, people that don't really watch the show. Because you know how it is. Sometimes people just want to hang out and that's cool. But like if you don't really watch the show, you can't really get into it. Say it again, Urban Girl Gardening, honey. Yes, please. If you dead, just let me live. Thank you, because the living and dead ain't got nothing in common. We ain't got nothing to do with the dead folks. I know I don't. Let me say that. Maybe somebody else do. Let me not say we. I ain't got nothing to do with no dead people. I don't care how much I loved you, baby. Once you cross that veil, I gotta wait till it's my turn. You can't come back over here. Not to my house. Shade Queen say, are we doing the recap on Sunday or Saturday night for the finale? You know what? We could. I'll be trying to wait past Saturday and Sunday because, everybody don't watch it on the app on Saturdays. And then we be watching Housewives on Sunday. So I know even if I see it on Sunday, most everybody else ain't seen it on Sunday. So I figured I would wait till Monday or Tuesday. So I might wait till Monday and like maybe do it Monday night or Monday day. But I'll get it done. Hit the notification bell and click all so that way when I do go live and I'm reviewing P Valley, you could be here. Because this right here is about to be crazy. If I can get it to work, I might do a watch party for that final episode. Cause I think this is about to be so much. This is about to be crazy. I really feel like this is about to be crazy. I can't wait to see who gonna end up dead. Like if I'm gonna be real. Oh, I don't watch Married to Medicare. Absolutely not. Them tramps stole that show from Mariah. I don't care if she did get her money. I will not support them. I wouldn't support them if they was on life support. I would pull the plug and charge my phone. Mm-mm. Double crossing sisters. For them clear folks, that don't work for me. I don't like them. I don't like them. I can't support it. I ain't got nothing for Married to Medicare. And I'm literally hate watching the Housewives because I don't like nobody on that show, if I'm going to be real. And I watch it just so we can talk about what happened because I know a lot of people do watch it. And because I'm secretly hoping that the whole show will get canceled. That whole franchise is a wrap. Yes, Married to Medicare. That's the right name from a bunch of old tired hoity-toity heifers. Oh, and don't forget Backstabbers. Mm-mm. I don't see it for them at all, girl. Not at all. Not one episode, not one clip, not one nothing. I got nothing for them. Mm-mm. I hope they cancel it. I hope they cancel it in the middle of the reunion. Because right now it's a mess. The fact that production got them people, paying Marlo, sending Marlo after people and saying all kind of crazy stuff and picking fights, and it's too much. Like, let it go. It's circling the drain. Just let it go down. Y'all heard Phaedra call it the Titanic. But listen, if y'all ain't got nothing else on P Valley, then I'm going to assume all hearts are clear. And I'm going to get me a little bit of rest because I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be back tomorrow afternoon with Good Afternoon Royals for that good Florida Negro news update. And when I tell y'all I got some real dirt on Nancy Pelosi, I promise you I got real dirt on that heifer. I got real dirt on that heifer. I'm talking about heavy dirt. Heavy. Ooh, listen. Y'all ain't got to take my word for it. Because I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all have that tomorrow. I'm going to sleep on it tonight. I'm going to sleep on it. Child, that gossip was so good, my scalp went to itching. It was real. Genuine. Genuine. So don't worry, we'll have that tomorrow. Oh, yeah, D. Marie. Girl, your girl went digging and I found the dirt. Oh, I found the dirt. I found the dirt. And you'll never guess who telling it. Oh, child. Oh, y'all never get some gossip so good every time you think about it, you be out of breath. That's why I am with this. That's why I am with this gossip. It's so deep, it had me out of breath. I be about to lose my breath. Oh, it's so real. Let me tell you. But anyway, y'all, we done beat this episode to death. We ain't left no meat on the bones whatsoever. And we done talked about our predictions. We done figured out, I think we done figured out who might end up dead next episode. I don't know, y'all. It's too many ways it could go, so I guess we just gotta wait and see. Because they ain't gonna give it to us early. We gotta make it all the way to Saturday to watch it on the app, or all the way to Sunday to watch it on the darn stars. But it is what it is. Yes, this is about to be good. Good. I ain't no blog. I don't break stories, but I bet you I can find some good old dirt. I don't care how hard you try to hide it. I can find it. Okay. So we'll talk tomorrow, y'all. Try to get a little bit of rest. I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out with me, talking about right now my favorite show that is currently on television. So thank y'all for being here. to keep me company while I talk about this show. Because y'all know when you watch stuff like this, you need to be able to tell somebody or talk about what you saw and how you felt about it. And if I didn't have y'all, what on earth would I do? Because my baby don't want to talk about it because she want to wait till the whole season is up so she could watch everything, binge watch the whole season. So if I didn't have y'all to talk to, I don't know what I would do. So I appreciate you being here. I thank you so, 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 so much. And we'll talk again tomorrow. Meanwhile, get y'all a little bit of sleep, say your prayers, have a wonderful night. Remember, Hans, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing in the world you can do about it. It ain't changing. Get some rest, and we'll talk again tomorrow, okay? Bye, y'all.